Hello, welcome to class this month, my achy breaky heart.
Welcome to OnlinePilatesClasses.com, the most supportive Pilates-loving community across the globe. Enjoy new weekly classes from our amazing teachers. Download the OnlinePilatesClasses.com app today.
So the teachers and I who are talking about what January's theme should be is about how after the holidays, after a long winter, and I'm sorry for my Aussies, obviously you've been like showing it off in the summer, but we can start to have this like posture that rounds us forward. Lots of hugging, lots of chill, lots of chaos. We're like, ugh. So we're all about opening up this heart, right? So think heart openers, think extension, think tall back, think posture. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get started. As always, when in doubt, leave it out. Change the springs to fit what is going to support you the most. I'm on a top bottom spring for the footwork. I'm going to adjust our arm positions based on our theme. So you want your hips close to the edge. And for the first part with the footwork on the toes, heels to the other toes apart, I want you to put your hands on the front of your chair and push back like you're doing a chest expansion, and then push the pedal down and up 10 times. And you are trying to see how high up you can lift the pedal, right? Without your foot slipping like mine just did. Of course, it was my left. I need to push more with that one. But you're trying to do that without your pelvis tipping back as well. So you are going to get to a spot that's a limit for you. Just keep pushing your hands back to try to widen your collarbones without pinching the shoulder blades. Then when the pedal is up, switch the arches. And now take your hands to the side of the chair and squeeze the chair, and especially with the pinky side of the hand. You know, especially if you feel like your shoulders are tight or they'll tend to round forward, you might even put flip the palms all the way and put the pinky side of the hand into the chair. If that is more than you need, then you'll just hug with your hands here, like you're hugging a magic circle. And then we're going to take our hands to the back of the chair. We're not going to lean back though. So to the back of the chair, so palms are facing forward now. If this is too narrow for you, you can go to the back corners and just do the sides of the hands like I showed a moment ago, and then go onto those heels. And there's not weight on the arms, like we're not leaning back into them, so I have to soften my elbows. We're pushing the hand in to the chair, lifting the heart up nice and tall. Inner heels pushing, legs are squeezing together. Whew. Now, if you preferred one of the hand positions, not because it's easy, but because it helped open up your chest, keep that as you send one leg forward. And then after 5, switch legs. Awesome. Okay. Now, let's actually come to standing facing your chair. Heels to the other toes apart. I wouldn't go too far away, but don't be too close either. And place your hands on your hips and place the ball of the foot on the pedal. Push the pedal down and use your hands to square the hips off. 5, going up and down, not looking out. So try to look straight ahead. You know, when it's colder out, we tend to look down. So gaze straight ahead. Look at a point that's straight ahead. All right, hold it. We're going to challenge your balance and your posture. Lift up onto the ball of the foot that you're standing on and push the pedal down and up 5 times. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect at this, but it's a challenge to see how is your balance, how is your posture. Can you stand on the ball of that foot? Switch your legs. If this hand position on the hips isn't helping you with your shoulders, put your hands on your shoulders. And again, we're just trying to find width across the shoulders, not pinching the shoulders back, because that's when our upper traps like to get involved. So 5, press downs with your standing foot flat, gaze is straight ahead, and then you're going to lift the standing foot heel up and push down and up. Woo, awesome. Okay, now we are going to go back to rounding forward. It just sounds like the opposite of what we want for good posture, but actually the strongest round shape comes from the strongest tall back. So placing the diamond-shaped hands on the front of your Wunda chair, place the ball of your foot on the chair, on the pedal, and hold your knee with your hands. That's the point of them. Now, Right here, notice, go ahead and pull your shoulders into your ears. Pull your shoulders out of your ears, almost like you're trying to do that chest expansion we did a moment ago, and then point and flex this foot. So you see how you can round from your stomach and not your shoulders. So don't break your heart. You got to pull your shoulders back. And if this song, just even talking about your achy breaky heart, gets this song stuck in your head, go ahead and lift the pedal and switch your legs. As an earworm, I'm so sorry. But hopefully it reminds you to come to your OPC. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. Having really good ankle foot mobility is really key to that great posture that we're looking for to show off our amazing heart. Awesome. Lift that up. Okay. Now let's turn to the side. Heels to the other toes apart. You can place your hands here, or now if you're feeling ready in the chest, interlace the hands behind your head. Place the foot turned down on the pedal. Push the foot down and up. You know where this is going. If you feel secure in your balance, you'll lift the heel up and you'll push the pedal down and up with that heel up. Ooh. I feel secure for like 2 out of 3. Awesome. Okay, we do not do the heel raise on the crossover. So place the foot down, parallel to the chair, pull the pedal down, square your hips off, and then I have to do a double check because I lean towards the chair. So I got to lean away from the chair. And we do our crossover pumping, which is truly here to help us with our balance, keep us from falling, not breaking our heart. Hold the pedal down. If you need to place your hands onto the chair, you will, or you'll just sweep that foot up. Yes, we are talking about going upside already this early. I don't actually care if the pedal moves. So your hands can be on your hips. They can be layered. They can be behind your head. What we need to do is first find that tall back you've been practicing so well. So you know what it feels like to round. You know what the tall is. So find the tall with the width across the shoulders and just focus on that. Focus on your heart being straight ahead, straight towards me as you try to lift, or wherever you're facing. I try to lift the pedal up 3 times, just 3 times. The good news is we're not going to come back to this exercise. Come all the way down, place your hands to the chair, place your foot down, lift the pedal up. Before you take your foot off, make sure the pedal's all the way closed. Turn around to the side. And let's do the press down side. So take your foot turned out onto the pedal and place your hands where you get the width across your chest and you feel like your heart is nice and open. So the shoulders have to be down so you're not popping your chest forward. If you feel really good about it, lift the heel of the standing leg for 3 more. Ooh. Need a lot of glute for that, especially on that standing leg. Place your foot down on the floor, parallel to the chair. Outside foot comes onto the pedal, and we lift it up. Letting the shoulders find their space, letting the heart point straight ahead. Are you twisting to either direction? And then push the pedal down. Place your hands to the chair to bring that outside foot onto the chair turned out. Remember, you're thinking about it, or if you're coming up, it's fine, but we can't break the heart, so we're not going to turn the heart towards the leg. The heart's going to stay forward. For me, it's facing straight into my fireplace. And then push the pedal down, and then place the foot down. Lift the pedal all the way up before you take the foot off and the hands off. All right, let's come back to your chair. So we're going to get to some extensions soon. We've been doing a lot of tall, but it's really important for me that we actually get this chest nice and open. We find this tall back. So we're going to do some baby table and frogs. All right. So baby table, meaning I don't want your hips they don't have to, that's not, I don't want them to. They don't have to go all the way to the ceiling, but they should feel like they're reaching for the back of your knees. Right, and that your weight in your arms isn't locked with the elbows. So everyone soften your elbows as you lift your hips and then pump the pedal. Look straight ahead and then come down. Now I can tell I leaned back too much on my arms, which allowed my heart to kind of sink down and pretend to be out when it wasn't. It was hiding. My achy breaky heart was hiding. So I'm going to bring my hips more to the front. Soft elbows, pull my hips forward. Try to keep my shoulders over my wrists. and pump the pedal.